Hello, friends. How you doing this morning? So real quick, I wanted to share with you what I think is a new business model. Now, in real estate, it's hard to say anything is really new. I'm sure is being done elsewhere. I am willing to say this is at least new to me. I haven't heard of anyone doing this. So I created a quick PowerPoint presentation I want to share with you because I want to kind of walk through my logic and get your feedback. I want to hear if you hear of anybody else doing this, because I want to meet them and see how it's going, and two, I want to make it better. And really what this presentation came out of is my quest to continue helping more and more people. Right, it's been about 18 months since I left the day job. Part of me feels like we're doing some pretty cool things, right? We have a YouTube channel that's growing. If you're watching this, please subscribe. Please help me grow the channel. Love to see it get over 3,000 subscribers this year, so that's cool. The book on Amazon gets 2 or 3 sales a day, which is pretty cool for a self-published author who's not doing any marketing per se. You know, we've I don't know, I think we've done 30 or 35 flips where we take something ugly, slumlord, and turned it into pride of ownership and sold it. We've placed about $2 million, maybe $2.5 million of private money, return that inside of 6 months each time, giving our partners annualized returns in excess of 20% in a very secured position because, again, we pay for all the repair money. So, you know, on the surface, that may seem like a lot, but I know we can do more. I know we can help more people. So I created this presentation because I think we can, and I want to see what you think. So bear with me. Let me just share this, and we'll go through it together. And again, please subscribe to the channel. Anything you do to help it grow would be pretty cool. So really what this came to is I took a few days off with Olivia where I took off for my birthday, frankly, and just got away and thought about what we're doing, and more importantly, how can we leverage what we're doing with this new office building. And I think it's sparked something. So let me share it with you. So I just want to share kind of the personal goals for the office. This is what I had sort of going in, kind of review the realities of real estate investing in my experience, because it's how these two things interact that I think makes it interesting. Then share with you some questions I started asking myself, how I think the keys to this new business model, and then most importantly, how could you participate, or maybe how some of your friends can participate, because hopefully what you see in here is something you like, but I also think what you'll see going through this is there's probably people you know that should be a part of this. So if you see anything, do me a favor, tag them, send them a note, ask them to subscribe, watch the video, share this video. That would be really helpful. So let's get started. So I wanted a fixed location because I have lots of folks from the Bay Area and Southern California, and some folks from out of state that are excited by the decent returns of cash flow properties in California. Right? California has its ups and downs, and it's often believed that you can't cash flow in California. You can cash flow in California. You buy affordable housing that's fully repaired. You put a decent down payment down. Now, you're not going to get double digits returns like it's promised in the Midwest or the South, but you are going to get a return, mid single digits. But you're also going to have California real estate, which is historically appreciated at a greater rate than other areas. So, you know, there's lots of people that are very excited by our story, right? We only invested in Fresno. It took us 15 years. We went from one house to financial freedom. And quite frankly, people want to get a piece of that. So I wanted a place where I would have licensed agents. I'm not a brokerage. I'm not affiliated. You'll see the 2 agents that are in the office are from different brokerages, but they have faith in what we're doing. So they will be a part of it and be there to help you. So I think there's a way we can really create a steady stream of out-of-area investors coming to Fresno and still getting the one rental at a time kind of coaching and mindset idea. So that's important to me. I wanted a location over the next decade that really can attract deal flow by being a fixture in Fresno. We're spending a lot of money, right? I repaired this building, and I'm now spending over $10,000 improving it again because I'm going to be there. And I want this to be something that outlives me by 100 years. So it's going to be an asset in a business that hopefully will move on to my daughter and if she so chooses, her next generation. So lots of things I want to do there, but really the key is, I'm going to be creating a sign that's going to be on this busy, on this great frontage road, Van Ness, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So, ideally we'll get some press in the Fresno Bee and some other articles about what we're doing and how we're helping folks. And it's our building, so we're not leasing from someone else or any of that nature. So no one could force us to leave. It could just always be ours going forward. I wanted to attract a set of real estate entrepreneurs in this office, right? So we have 2 licensed agents, we have 1 licensed general contractor, and we have 5 real estate professionals or entrepreneurs. I don't want employees. I still don't want employees. But if I can attract people I trust and I like, and we can interact and grow bigger, and then that kind of circle grows, maybe this is the first office and we go do it again in another part of Fresno, who knows? But this is important to me. And I still don't want employees. So nobody's going to be an employee of mine, but if we can partner together and help each other, I'm all for that. I did want a place where students and followers of the One Rental at a Time book, course, coaching could always go and get people with like-minded experience, whether it's me or someone that's affiliated with me, one of my partners. People in this office know who I am, and will, over time they're going to learn what's important to me and how I model deals and all that stuff. It was important. I felt like it was important to have an actual space. So I wanted a space, and I'm very excited to start showing you it. I'm going to go down Tuesday to see what kind of new work's been done, or actually Monday. And then lastly, I really wanted to show my commitment to Fresno. Fresno has been very, very good to me. The Tower District specifically has been very, very good to me. I wanted my investment partners who have faith in me to see what we're doing and see a location and, be more than just a guy on YouTube or a person they talk to on the phone every couple of weeks. I want them to see that we're substantial and growing and there's a lot to it. So lots of goals for the office, and I'm very excited with them. But here's the realities of real estate investing. This is where you're going to start to see how things kind of interact. Who finds and secures the most off-market deals today? Right? Well, it's the folks who spend the most marketing dollars marketing directly to owners. This is going to be what most people would call your wholesalers, right? Whether it was direct mail of last year, whether it's cold calling of today, voicemail drops, or texting, there are people spending thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars marketing directly to owners. So that's true. And B, I have no interest in doing that, right? That's very expensive. Once it's turned on, you can't turn it off. The shelf life of any one approach gets saturated, and it's a tough business, right? It's active income. And but the reality is they're getting good. The collective they are getting great deals all the time. So who secures the most private money, right? These are going to be the individuals that have a track record. It's documented. They know the process. They have multiple references and safe structures. Maybe it's something like the 6 and 20 program that's proved very beneficial for us and our investors. But it's somebody who has track record of treating someone's, as their partner. And, that's something that's very important to me and something that I see as a reality. So who's able to work with and find teams that turn junk into beautiful properties? Well, this is going to be teams that have track records and years of experience and probably multiple teams. They can go, anywhere from just, from general contractors maybe to somebody just doing painting or flooring, depending on the needs. Somebody can have roots in the city or the location, so you can manage and walk through and videos and all of that. So again, lots of stuff. And then who sells the most stuff the fastest? Well, this is going to be the person who builds to suit a defined need and a market early and often. Right? This is the one thing I think we've done particularly well. And again, in our volumes, we've sold everything before work is complete. Most of the time we've sold it before work has started, and a few times we've sold them before we even own them. Now, I'm not talking about actually selling them. It's just that we've identified the buyer and we've identified the price point. So that's pretty cool, right? If you can build to suit a specific buyer, in our case, new landlords who want to get financed 30 years at 4% or whatever interest rate is today, that's pretty awesome. So again, I think there's an interesting mix in this slide. Something I don't want to do, wholesaling, for lack of a better term, basically directly marketing to owners. And then the other three I do particularly well. Lots of private money, and I could do more. Lots of different teams, and I could do more. And then we're selling everything as it gets started, right, before they're finished. So I think if we can find a way to measure and monitor one with the others, I think it could be very cool for everyone. So how can the office help sellers, my private money investors, new landlords, and students? Right? That's a question. How can I attract my unfair share of off-market deals without spending $1 in marketing directly to owners? That'd be cool. If I could double my deal flow, could I double or triple my pool of private capital via existing programs? Today, I have access to 2 million, but hey, could I get 4, 6, 10? Who knows? Right now I'm proving to have 1.5 teams busy all the time. Could I do 3 teams? I don't know. That'd be kind of fun. And then could I continue my track record of selling pride of ownership rentals before they're complete? That's really what makes this system go, right? As soon as we finish, we move a vetted tenant in, because I will not sell them vacant. I don't believe in that. I want to sign lease, deposit, all that stuff, right? So we won't even open escrow until we have a signed lease, because I think that's important for my investors to calculate their return. Could we keep doing that? And so far the answer is yes. So here's the key to the new business model. Remember that one thing I didn't want to do? What if I invited the people that are already spending the money to be my partner? What if I gave them 25% of the net profit on the retail exit on a pride of ownership sale? So today they're used to collecting an assignment fee. Maybe it's 5, maybe it's 10. What if they forgoed that assignment fee at the start, and 3 to 4 months later, they got 25% of the profit? That could be pretty interesting, right? Once you got that going and you were part of this, that could be pretty special. Now, obviously, they wouldn't be partners on all deals, because they would still want their assignment fee sometimes, because I don't buy everything. But maybe there's onesie twosies that they could actually increase the return on their marketing dollars, right? Instead of getting a $5,000 assignment, maybe they got $8,000 in profit, right? And again, just thinking about what that could mean to them and what it could mean to my business if I could just get wholesalers, Fresno, Madera wholesalers to go, hey, I want to be Michael's partner. I see what he's doing, and I'll wait a couple of months and get 25% of the profit. And I'm willing to do that with any of you that bring a deal that makes sense for us. To date, I've not been able to serve all the individuals who want to participate in my private money program. I've got probably a list of 15 folks that I've yet to place capital for. And what's really odd is I've never asked, I never pitched, I never did anything. But if I can accelerate the wholesalers, the deal flow, I could serve that need, and then, maybe I could help more people, right? Instead of getting, 2%, what if you had, what if we talked and went through the 6 and 20 program and saw, what it could be for you? That would be pretty interesting. And that's just something I'm thinking about. I like keeping, quality contractors busy working, moving from project to project. I've been pretty good about keeping one team busy for months now, probably 6. Another team has just started and kind of half busy. And I have a third team that comes on one project every 4 or 5 months when they have a gap in their schedule. But I wonder what would happen if we had 2 or 3 teams going. Obviously, price point's important to me, quality, work, time frame, all of that can't be, I've had some contractors who are expensive actually give me the highest change orders and the longest projects with the least quality. I mean, it's crazy, but you can't always win. And then lastly, what if I could help more busy professionals get easy cash flow with California rentals? Right? This is what really started the idea is, and I documented this in our book, is we would have been bigger or retired sooner if we would have bought clean properties, because I didn't understand I was wasting cash when I bought cheap. And if you don't know what I mean by that, you need to read my book, or more importantly, you should take my course that talks about how we got started, how we evaluate deals, how we use yield, and it really helps you appreciate cash. I would really tell you to take that course. It's nothing. It's $199, and it's like a month's cash flow. So, you really should look into that if you're a student looking at this. But I digress. So these are the questions to the new business, or keys to the business model. So how can you participate? If you are a Fresno wholesaler, or maybe you're you're a wholesaler out of state, but you find a Fresno or Madera property, and you're interested in earning 25% of the retail profit, send me an email. It's right there. It's mzuber@onerental@a-time. And we can just talk. We can review deals, and we can learn about each other. And if we like each other and trust each other, let's do a deal. And if it's not a good fit, no big deal, right? But I am looking to increase the deal flow by having this office and having deeper roots in Fresno. If you do want to discuss private money lending and to get to know us, we should set up time to discuss. You should look at other videos on this channel. You should talk to other investors and see if it's something that's interests you. The program's been proven very valuable, and we've had some stories on this site about it, and you should take a look. And then lastly, if you want to be a buyer, right, the list is growing, and there's my email. If you're looking to be participate with rental properties, get to 4, easy to manage, long-term holds, there's my email. Just ask to get on the buyers list. We can have an email, make sure your timing and what you're looking for. So in the end, our business today is doing about 20 a year, maybe 25. If we can really work on this partnership with wholesalers, it really increases the deal flow. Then I'll need my private money to expand a little bit, probably, and then the buyer pool. So that's why I look at this new business model. It's pretty interesting. Do me a favor, if you like this, make sure you subscribe. There's the YouTube channel, right? youtube.com/onerental@a-time. That would be really helpful. So in the end, I think the office is pretty cool. It's going to help a lot of people. I really think if we can find a way to increase the deal flow at the top, and I'm willing to give 25% of the profits to people that bring deals. You don't even have to be a wholesaler. If you're someone that have found a property that makes sense that I haven't found, why don't we just partner, right? Make you 25% of the partner. So again, look, send me an email. You've seen it in the PowerPoint several times. We can talk about deals and see what makes sense. So I'd love to hear from you. Let me know what you think. As always, hit that like button. Please subscribe. And of course, leave any questions below. Take care.